Morning world, it's about, what is it? It's 10 a.m. on the 3rd of January 2013. Blimey, we're already 1% into the year and I'm only still recovering from New Year's Eve. And good morning. What we got out there, the moon is in the latter stages of Virgo. As I speak at 10 a.m. UK time, the moon is squaring Venus. Moon in Virgo squaring Venus in Sagittarius, not very good for the sugar freaks and for self-discipline around diet and nutrition and control. Anyone with a moon square Venus in their chart is going to have challenges over the course of their life in finding balance between going over the top or undercutting oneself, particularly around sugar, chocolate, the sweet things in life, the pleasurable things in life, because the moon is quite, the moon likes to be nurtured, but in Virgo it can be very disciplined. Venus in Sagittarius is just a party girl. But Venus in Sagittarius just wants to have fun. But the moon squaring Venus from Virgo is going to go, yes, all right, but if you eat too much, I'll give you digestive problems or intestinal challenges or something like that. So Moon-Venus squares are all about sort of food and sugar and comfort and things like that. Now, by 2 hours time, by midday, 1 o'clock UK time, the moon's then going to go void for 12 hours. And the rest of today is a day for filing, catching up, answering queries, dealing with problems, not for starting anything new. It's not a particularly inspiring day, and it's not a negative day either. It's a day to get things done. So because of that, I'm just going to give you a little treatise on something else. A lot of people say to me, okay, well, my sun's in this sign, but I've got the moon and the ascendant in this, or the midheaven here. So which one should I listen to? Which one should I read? Well, it doesn't matter which one you read. They've all got relevance. I deal with people who go, oh, but I'm nothing like a Virgo. And I look at their chart and they've got the sun in Virgo and 6 planets in Libra. Okay, makes sense. That's why they should read Libra. Every single chart is different. Every individual is different. However, here's a user's guide to the main 4 influences in general in a horoscope. These are the sun, the moon, the ascendant or rising sign, as it's sometimes known, and the midheaven. Now the sun is a star that gives us heat and light and life, and without it we wouldn't be here. So it represents that part of us that's absolutely unique, unaffectable and untouchable by anyone else at any time under any circumstances. Good keywords for the sun are core, soul and heart. The sun sign represents your sense of individuality and identity. Now the moon reflects the light of the sun onto the earth. So the moon reflects the light of the sun out of the individual. The sign, house and aspects of the moon show the way what one's feelings, sensitivities, habit patterns, day-to-day life, personal routines, lifestyle is, etc. If the sun sign is your individuality, the moon is your personality. The ascendant or rising sign is actually the degree of the sign that is rising on the eastern horizon at the time of your birth. It is the start of a new day at the moment you're born. And it's little to do with your identity or personality, but it does present the way, it shows you the way you present yourself into and onto the outside world. The ascendant is like the armour you put on as you go outside the front door. It's your sense of dealing with the world. It's the way you deal with the world at the minute by minute level, and it's the way the outside world sees you as being. So if your rising sign is stronger than your sun sign or moon sign, then you're going to find that people will recognize you more as your rising sign than they do as anything else. And the midheaven, the middle of the heavens, the highest point in the sky at the time of your birth, a point that deals a lot with authorities, God, father, teacher, employer, career, ambition, goals, but also public image. It's the way you project yourself into and onto the outside world as being. It's the way you want the world to see you as being. And it's the first impression that people get of you. So, to summarise, the ascendant, the sun is individuality. The moon is personality. The ascendant is the armour you put on as you go outside the front door. And the midheaven is public image. Useful little tips for the on-the-street day-to-day astrologer. Catch you later, folks. Bye.